What's up, guys? Cassandra Carson here from Paralandra and the Life Project, and you're listening to the Weekly Pour podcast.
Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan. You're listening to me right here and watching on the Weekly Pour podcast. Thank you.
Hey, this is Frank Fletcher. You're listening to the Weekly Pour podcast with TBT and Ace.
I'm Logan, right?
Yes.
That's how yeah. All right, I'll go now. What's up, everybody? It's Logan from All the Pretty Things, and you're listening to TBT and Ace on the Weekly Pour podcast.
Hey, guys, this is John Karabi from, just about every band but ABBA, and you are listening to the Weekly Pour podcast. Turn it up.
Hey, guys, it's Leather Leone, and you're listening to the Weekly Pour. Great metalheads, crazy music, because we all bleed metal. Ciao.
Yo guys, it's Mark McKay here, and you're listening to the Weekly Pour podcast. Crank it up.
My name's Reggie, and you are listening to the Weekly Pour podcast. Thanks so much for joining the most amazing twosome out there.
This is Mark Merrill, also known as Johnny B. Bad. It's a blessing to teach you a lesson at the Weekly Pour with TBT and Ace.
The most amazing things that can happen to a human being will happen to you if you lower your expectations. Welcome to the Weekly Pour podcast. Here are your hosts, TBT and Ace.
That's us. Greetings. I am TBT. That guy over there, that's Ace. If you're watching, if you're listening, trust me, he's over there. Welcome. This is the Weekly Pour podcast, episode number, I don't know, where are we at now? 67? Something like that. 60. The chat's in. It's going. If you guys are watching, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who's in right now, who's already chatting. Leave it to Wes and Natalie to get going. There's Sandra. Natalie, of course, is our weekly moderator for now until we fire her for like the upteenth time. Ashley has also joined. So basically, we weren't here last week. Nope. We couldn't do Tuesday. Told you it was going to be Wednesday. Planned on doing Wednesday. Couldn't do Wednesday because life got in the way. And wouldn't you know it, here we are. We didn't even get a vacation out of that time off.
Shannon Mary.
Oh, hello, Shannon. Glad to join it. We didn't get nothing. Why are we hashtagging FireNat? I love it. That's it. That's our next hashtag. Thanks, Wes. We appreciate that.
Why would you want me to thin my beer?
Wait, did I miss that? Ace needs to thin. Wow, that's rude.
I'll have you know, I had a reputable professional trim this last week. Yes.
Reputable where?
Reputable right here in town.
Okay.
One of our finest.
Okay. So, do you from an established store or shop?
Yes, someone who is in the business of cutting hair and trimming beards.
Oh,
right. And she, it's a female. She's very good.
Okay.
And she has me coming back every couple of weeks to get a trim because I am inept at that.
I'm moving my microphone because I was just told that you're echoing.
Is it me or you?
I was told it was you. I don't know. The chat's not said anything, even though Wes just said to rehire Nat. I don't know. So I'm not sure who it is. It's either you, it's me. I'm not hearing it. We usually hear it when there's something. So I don't know. I moved the microphone. Maybe it's mine. Maybe it helps. I don't know.
I turned down my volume on the iPad over here.
That would probably be it.
And I believe that's it.
Yep. So that's one of the things that you guys may not hear or notice. But, you know, we have our normal screens going, and then off to the side, we've usually got some other kind of device going because we got to keep up with this news, and we can't keep doing it and looking away, even though that's all I do. So I don't know. Shannon just said it was you. Natalie says that it sounds like a tunnel. Just remember that they're delayed a little bit. So now that you've turned your volume down, maybe that'll work. Because if you're replaying the YouTube broadcast as we're doing this, you have to keep that volume down. I learned that the hard way on episode 65, which is no longer available.
No,
So
we deleted that.
I deleted that son of a biscuit because,
I shut off the YouTube app on my iPad for a minute to see if that helps even. So you'll have to let me know if the chat says anything.
Well, I don't know. They're like I said, they're delayed. I don't know. All I'm getting is Ace is echoing, echo, echo. You were fine. It was just Ace. But nobody, okay, Wes just said still echoing. I don't know. I'm not hearing it.
I don't either.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm turning mine up. I don't know. I'm not hearing it. Whoa.
Whoa.
That was weird. I heard it.
What was that?
That was your echo, man.
But we're doing the same thing we do every...
Oh, and you just froze right when you went, and it looked weird.
I'm having Wi-Fi issues. I told you that.
So let me ask you this. What volume do you have up on your phone? Or your...
Just the regular volume.
Because you obviously have to hear me.
Yep.
Oh, this is... I'm going to let you look at the chat if you have it pulled up still.
I do not.
Okay, well, Wes just said hashtag fire Ace.
Whoa. My name is in the show.
I don't know. I'm not making those decisions. This is cool, though, because if I hear it... Dude, you sound like you're in space. I'm not making those decisions. It's good. This is cool, though, because if I hear it... Like, we're delayed by just a few seconds.
Right.
Oh, Wes is going to get kicked. But see, here's the problem. The moderator's not going to do anything because she's going to like that.
Yes, he is patronizing her. Oh, God. So, I don't know what to do. There's nothing that's changed on my end.
I don't know. I would just say if you have a volume control on the iPad, turn it completely down.
It is. It's all the way down.
Here's an idea. Turn it off. We're going to spend the next hour trying to figure out your audio problems.
Well, how about I just not use it?
Well, I don't know because I don't know if it's going to fix it. Here's an idea. Turn it off. We're going to spend the next hour.
Let's try that.
Okay, we'll try that because now I have to wait for the delay to kick in. I'm listening. Nope. Okay, we'll try that because now I have to wait for the delay to kick in. It was still there. Well, you have to talk in order for us to know if it's still there.
Well, it's irritating me. We are 9 minutes in and we're still dealing with technical issues.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
It's
it's still there. But you know what? Who gives a shit? Because we don't know what to do to fix it for you.
It's the same. We do the same thing every week.
Yeah. Remember episode 65.
Remember the Titans.
If you can't hear it, gosh, you know what? Maybe Wes needs to be on here. Because now his hashtag is pay cut for Ace.
There is no pay.
Hey, Ashley said it's not that bad. We love hearing double of Ace. So, and here's Natalie with her technicality. Do you have anything Bluetooth on?
Everything?
Turn your Bluetooth off. I just said Bluetooth.
Well, don't I need it for...
hell, I don't know. No, all you need your Wi-Fi on.
Okay. Stand by.
Do you have a laptop in front of you?
Yes.
Turn that son of a biscuit down.
It is down. It's muted.
Oh. Wes is hashtagging up. We just lost Ace. Hopefully it was just his video now. So who knows? We've lost him for the time being. So we'll continue. If you looked at the Facebook page before we went live, you will see that we posted the video. So we got rid of Ace. We've brought Ace back. There's his hand.
And I've shrunk.
He shrunk.
Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Well,
I can't even see myself now.
No, you're still echoing.
Well, then I give up. It's your show. I'm done.
No, just keep going. It's not that big of a deal. When I was getting to, stay where you're at. Stop moving.
Well, how the hell is it? Look at this.
You don't need to see yourself. All you need to do is hear me. This is going to be leave it right there.
But it's only half my head.
It's all of it.
Not on my end.
Do I have to take a picture and text it to you? Okay. You don't have to look at yourself. If you want to look at yourself, you can do that after the show. All right. Good Lord. Chad Smith. Have you seen this?
No.
So we're just going to jump into this, echo or not. Chad Smith was...
I have no thoughts, but I'll just echo.
Drumeo. I don't know if it's Drumeo, whatever it is. They bring in drummers, and these drummers listen to a track of a popular song.
Yeah.
They take out the drum track, and just play the music. And what they'll do is they'll have these artists listen to the music and come up with their own beat. Solo in it, all of it. They'll do the whole thing. Well, they recently did that with Chad Smith, and we posted the video on our Facebook page. He is doing The Kill from 30 Seconds to Mars. Watch the video because, in my opinion, and I think Wes was going to have some input on this, he freaking kills it. Badass. He doesn't even know the song. That's the thing. He doesn't know it. He gets done with it and he goes, "Who was that? Was that My Chemical Romance?" And, obviously it wasn't, but he was like, "Oh, this is some kind of emo stuff." Ends up that it was 30 Seconds to Mars. And in my humble opinion, he absolutely killed it. Jared Leto and the drummer for 30 Seconds to Mars actually posted a video of them listening to it. And for all intents and purposes, it appears like they loved it as well, because it was something that was just badass.
So that's I think the only way to do it is if you don't know the song, because if you know the song, you'll fall into the same beat.
Right.
Because you already kind of know it.
Because we could air drum it because we know it, but this is a professional, another artist from another band listening to it, and everybody knows who Chad Smith is. But my gosh, Wes says the same thing. He absolutely killed it. Without ever hearing that tune, he was remarkably close. Yep, it's a song they've never heard. The drums are taken out, and it was just absolutely insane. So if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's on our Facebook page. Check it out. I've seen it all over TikTok. I've seen it just about everywhere. And Ace, if you haven't seen it, man, you've got to check it out.
That's the first I've heard of it. And they do this and just pull drummers in, known professional drummers.
Right.
Just for fun.
Let's see. In 2022, so last year, a funk drummer was brought in, and without hearing the song prior, he nailed Schism by Tool. So, yeah, I mean, they've done it quite a few times, so it was really neat. I'm going to have to look that one up and try to find that Schism one, because that's just a badass song. Wes says after watching that one, he lost an hour of his day watching other Drumeo vids with other drummers and songs. Yeah, it's the freaking black hole that you can get into and just be completely lost in it. But yeah, once again, freaking phenomenal. Badass. Definitely check it out.
Well, Very cool.
Are you afraid to talk now?
I'm very afraid to talk.
Hey, let me see.
Ridicule too much.
Yeah, you're echoing. I can still hear it when I turn it up. Yeah, you still have to talk. You can't just look pretty.
Apparently, I'm not even doing that. My beard is offensive.
Yeah, you need to. Why were you told that you need to thin yours out? Hello?
Why don't you? Yeah, yours is like down to your navel.
Right. I've almost got nipple beard. Ace is down in the well. It puts the lotion on the skin. Wes is on one today. Yeah. So 80s bands back in the news, releasing brand new music. You and I caught a little bit of a snippet of this right before we went on air because neither one of us had actually listened to the song yet. Vixen. Vixen has came out with a new single. It's entitled Red. The official music video is out and can be seen on YouTube, I'm sure. Red was put together by Vixen, and they actually worked on that song with Fred Curry from Cinderella. We all know that he's, a remarkable songwriter.
Well, plus he is known for his arrangements. Is he the one that does the television arrangements now and the movie arrangements?
Dude, not just that, but I'm pretty sure it's Fred Curry. Music, TV. He does stuff for hockey teams. Was it Seattle? Was it the Kraken?
Yeah.
Okay, Seattle Kraken. I don't think they have the Supersonics anymore, but maybe the Seahawks. He does tons of stuff. If you go to his website, I think he's got a page where he's discussing or kind of shows with photos tons of the stuff he's worked on. And yeah, he has definitely made his mark outside of, superstardom rock music, that whole thing to go into that. And he's kicking ass. And then he goes into this song with Vixen. I'm going to have to listen to it again.
Right. We only caught a snippet of it just before the show went on. So listen to it, judge for yourself, see what you think.
Yeah.
It took me a second to think. It took me a minute to even think it was Vixen,
Right. I'm going to reserve judgment and let you listen to it. And then, we're going to listen to it again. Leave it to Kathy to come in and immediately say, look at Ace's beard, looking awesome. Kathy, if you're late, it's too late. That beard has been put through the ringer. Wes says that he went to the Persimmon Festival. A Persimmon Festival, I think, is that is a festival in southern Indiana in a small town.
Worship the great Persimmon.
Right. They had saw a couple of great bands. The Bon Jovi tribute band was unreal.
Oh, which one was it?
It was the tribute band for Bon Jovi.
But which one?
Bon Novi.
Remember I sent you a few from YouTube like several months back, and we were talking about,
I don't remember yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, Crush.
I'll have to look them up.
There are a bunch.
Of Bon Jovi's?
Yes, Bon Jovi tribute bands, believe it or not.
Huh. I guess they're all just living on a prayer.
It's almost like Kiss tribute bands.
Right.
How there was like tons of those. All of a sudden, it's Bon Jovi. There's one in Europe that tours Europe routinely and makes a lot of money just imitating Bon Jovi.
Could you imagine if there was a band in America that was a Europe tribute band?
Why?
What? I don't know.
But you don't remember, but I sent you the video because the guitar player for this Bon Jovi tribute band even had the Richie Sambora black hat They did the whole deal. It was really cool.
I don't remember it. I'll look it up. I promise. Wes.
Why do I waste my time?
I don't know. Why did we invite? I'm glad we invited Wes because it was just a few episodes ago where he was all over me with the whole TBT thing, and now he has taken to you like a gnat on a blue light. And I don't mean Natalie, the moderator, or fly on flypaper. Scorpions tribute band. Let's do it. I'm down. Have you have
what?
Aerosmith.
Oh yeah. That's
holy moly.
It's not good. I wanted to talk about that because
well, echo yourself through it.
I'll try. So first we heard that Steven Tyler, the singer for Aerosmith, was just having some vocal cord problems.
Right.
On the current tour, and they were going to postpone or cancel like 2 or 3 shows, I think.
Exactly.
And we waited a few days, and then more news came out, and it occurs that first of all, he was bleeding from his vocal cords.
See, and I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, which I guess it's not that unusual for straining your voice, that kind of thing, for these rock-type singers. It's not totally unusual. But not only that, he fractured his larynx.
Yeah.
Was he like singing like Back in the Saddle, and he was back?
Be careful.
That was the horse. It has to win.
You may break your larynx.
I might, but I'm not as old as he is.
True that.
So this has put the whole tour it's just on a kibosh.
My question is, how do you break your larynx?
I don't know. But the doctor confirmed that in addition to the damage to his vocal cords, he fractured his larynx, which requires ongoing care.
Yeah.
He's receiving the best medical treatment that he can get to ensure his recovery is swift. This is from an article on CNN Entertainment. The statement included a personal note from Tyler, who wrote, "I am heartbroken not to be out there with Aerosmith. My brothers and the incredible Black Crowes, rocking with the best fans in the world, will be out as soon as we can." So, now Tyler is saying that it is subsequent bleeding, which required him to take a break from singing for 30 days. So we had 30 days, we thought.
Originally.
What?
Originally.
Then it wasn't getting any better, and they diagnosed this whole broken, fractured larynx thing.
Yeah.
My niece had tickets to a show upcoming and was really looking forward to it. And now she is out to kill Steven Tyler.
The quote you were reading, and I feel sorry for her because, to me, this is kind of like Kiss or Van Halen when they came back out to tour. You want to see these bands because these bands aren't getting any younger.
Right, and this was the farewell tour.
Right. Part of that quote that I thought you were going to get to, but you didn't. When you said that he's receiving the best medical treatment to ensure his recovery is swift, and this is the part that caught me, where it says, but given the nature of a fracture, he's being told patience is essential. How bad does your larynx break have to be where you have to cancel a tour beyond 30 days?
Right, and I don't even know, is he even allowed to speak beyond a whisper? And I'm not joking.
No, it's a valid question.
It's a fractured larynx. So, can he even speak beyond a whisper?
How would he do it?
Yeah, he is 75 years old, but not every 75-year-old fractures a larynx.
Right.
They might break a hip.
You know what they need to do if they do that?
Call an ambulance?
No, get into Tai Chi.
Oh, nice segue.
Thanks. Ozzy Osbourne, says he will try Tai Chi to improve his balance and mobility. Okay.
he will do. He's to the point where he'll do whatever he can to get back up on stage, and
Right.
I admire his fortitude and his will to do anything. But he is in severely bad shape, isn't he?
They have a podcast, the Osbournes. You can watch that after hours. Don't leave now to go do it. He revealed that he's going to try Tai Chi as a way to boost his health. He has Parkinson's, and previously had suffered a nasty fall that dislodged metal rods placed in his spine following a bike accident back in 2003.
Right, and he just had surgery to fix that.
Right. He's 74. He's been struggling with his mobility after his 2019 fall that aggravated the thing, and now with Parkinson's. He says, I want to get back. All options are open for me now. If Tai Chi works, the next big thing that we need to invest in now will be Tai Chi for rock stars.
Who do we know that could invest in that with us?
A couple people.
Well, Leather Leone wanted to do the rock, American Rock Idol in Ohio or whatever.
Right.
Maybe she would want to invest in Tai Chi for rock stars.
Karabi has plenty of connections.
Mm-hmm.
He may be able to get people to say, you know what? If Ozzy can do it, let's try Tai Chi. Hell, what about Mick?
I don't know.
See?
Mick's in rough shape, too. I mean, and of course we're joking, but I don't know what Ozzy hopes to get out of this. I do. He says it, but
yeah,
I'm glad to do things, but that's just like saying he wants to tour again. He wants to tour so bad, he'll do whatever it takes to tour. But
he does.
There's nothing stopping him, from what I gather, as far as recording a record. He proved he could do that because he just put out the last record.
Right.
Not that long ago, it's right over my shoulder. With patient number 9 on it, right?
Yeah.
So nothing stopped him from doing that, and he can get anyone to do it with him.
Sure.
So I don't know why he's so hard up to tour, other than he has always done it and he can't do it. You know, sometimes you want to do things even though you can't.
I'm trying to catch up on the chat real quick.
I tried, but I gave up.
Shannon is retracting all of her statements, so I'm afraid to know what she put. I don't know. And yes, as we can see, for almost since the time we've started this, you've had your Music and More Records, one of our lovely sponsors, behind you.
Right.
And I have changed my background.
I do like your background.
I have moved and prominently displayed some Bad Company barbecue. Only to be fair for Music and More and Bad Company, who've been with us since the beginning. So, yeah, I'm trying to check this out. Wes, can we kick him? If I had a podcast, I'd just put up a big picture of Natalie. It would bring all the viewers. No.
Why are we...
I'll tell you why.
Why are we pandering to Natalie?
Because of that.
And what is that?
That is a piece of art from my tattoo artist.
Okay.
There's a lot of them up here. I have them all over the place. As a matter of fact, I'll change it out next week and I'll put a different one there.
Oh, excellent.
So, yeah. And she happens to be coming out with a book of all of her art. Not all of it, but a select bunch of her art. Probably 80-some pieces of art that she's done. And I'm getting the book because it's badass. And I like her. Ozzy 74, I can't see him touring. Or would anyone want to see a 74-year-old Ozzy? Yeah, I would. I'd go.
There are his last tour, I believe, sold out. and people were holding tickets forever. I think they finally got some money back, but
Right.
yeah, it would be huge. It would be stadium level.
Oh, guaranteed.
I guarantee it would be stadium level.
Yeah. Kathy.
What?
What? No.
A pair of them?
I don't know. Like, weren't you supposed to get a pair of boob tattoos? Like, on my chest? Or am I supposed to tattoo somebody's boobs? I'm confused. What? Kim Jong-un?
In a jar.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Well, yes, you were supposed to get boob tattoo and your wife was supposed to get penis tattoos. Kathy, what are you smoking?
What world would that ever happen?
She goes, I remember that clearly. I'm pretty sure you've been into the shelf over here beside me. Because I don't know anything even remotely close to that. So anyway.
And why would someone do that in the first place?
Right. I mean, come on. Speaking of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Shinedown.
Okay. You're totally avoiding the reality.
Shinedown has came out and stated that they would play the Super Bowl in a heartbeat if they were asked. I find that, I know. I would love if Shinedown was on the Super Bowl halftime show.
I think it would be fine.
Yeah, it would be a whole lot better than Butler.
Butler. What do you mean, Butler? Who is Butler?
The singer that's doing the halftime show next year, Butler.
You mean Usher?
Oh, Usher, Butler, whatever. I mean, Usher was what, 1990 something?
Something like that. Actually, he's put out stuff recently that have been done pretty well. I think as recent as 2003, he had something critically acclaimed.
Oh.
Not that I really know anything. But.
So 20 years ago.
To me, that was yesterday. 2003 was yesterday.
Yeah, I won't argue with that. But still, I don't know. We could argue this every freaking episode and talk about the shitty choices, in my opinion, that the NFL makes when it comes to halftime shows.
Right, but we knew we were getting that.
Right.
We knew that was going to happen. I mean, every year we root for something better to happen, but we always get something like Usher. So
right.
Oh, somebody. I mean, he's got fans. He's got fans in our chat.
Oh, sure. Usher is campfire. Good. Then leave him in the forest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good show. It'll be highly produced. It'll be well produced.
Yep.
Even when it's stuff I don't care about, I'm usually just morbidly curious.
Right.
I'm not sure if I am for this one yet.
I'm pretty sure that it'll probably be almost as good as Prince.
Okay.
Minus the rain, of course. And I'm just talking production-wise, not the performance, because nobody will ever outdo Prince. But I think production-wise, I think they'll throw a lot into it. In my opinion, they got to make up for having Dre and Eminem and Snoop on there, because I thought that was just horrible. Everybody will bash me for that, but it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't good.
Which one?
Snoop and Dre and Eminem. To me, it looked cheap.
Well, also they'll not just have Usher. There'll be a lot of guest appearances in this that will get people excited for what they're doing. So I mean, you can count on that. There'll be I don't know who it would be, but those things will be announced down the line. We've got a ways to go.
Exactly. And Kathy makes a statement. She says, as a music store owner, I have to be open to all kinds of music and never put anything down. Agreed. And I don't think anybody was putting anything down. It's just the fact that it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, right. And it's not something that necessarily we're looking forward to. Something we're putting down Usher as a performer in his genre
But the amount of artists that are out there now making number one records, making number one singles, Billboard top whatever.
And you're saying more current. Why not more current?
Right. Why get somebody from the past? Why not get somebody that's out there now that's putting new music out?
Well, he's putting music out. He's got a record coming out, I believe, or it is out.
Okay.
So this would be promotional for that, obviously.
Okay.
But I know what you're saying. You're saying.
Yeah. And I mean, it's upcoming February of 2024. So there you go. Super Bowl's going to be right around that same time.
Right.
And his new album coming out February 11th, 2024. Okay, great.
You got to remember who is helping pick these performers for the Super Bowl for the halftime show. It's JC's company.
Right.
Right. And so this is the same era, right? I mean, to me.
Natalie just says, why aren't whoever and somebody else doing it?
Oh,
sure.
Dua Lipa is current.
Right. And so is Saw.
Oh, I know who she's talking about.
Did I say it right?
Oh, gosh. No. That's one Kathy likes. I can't think of the name exactly now, but she used to be a songwriter, now is a performer.
Kind of like Brooks and Dunn. I want to see Sabrina Carpenter.
Wow, where'd that come from?
Seen her picture yesterday.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad you led into that because
you're welcome.
Friends with?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. She is friends with a very famous person who is now a huge football fan.
All of a sudden.
Suddenly. And, you being a big fan of this person, and you being Sia. So I was correcting Sia. You're a big fan of this person, this performer.
Why do you spell it like that?
Sabrina Carpenter's friend. And you're a fan of the NFL.
Yes.
So, to me, this is the best of both worlds for you, but you seem irritated that Taylor Swift keeps showing up at Kansas City games.
Not being a Kansas City fan, don't care about them, don't like them. I'm tired of hearing about it on ESPN. I'm tired of hearing about it on Fox Sports. I don't want to hear about it.
Why aren't you interested in her love life?
Because the only thing that's going to happen is she's going to end up writing a song about him within a year. What I am intrigued about is the company she keeps.
Well,
number one,
Sabrina Carpenter being one.
Sabrina Carpenter being number one.
Who else came to the game this last game? Who else came?
Wolverine and Deadpool.
So, are you talking about the actual comic book characters or the actors who portray them?
Nobody portrays them. They are Wolverine and Deadpool.
So Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Right. No, Deadpool and Wolverine and Deadpool's wife.
Right,
Deadpool's wife. Blake misses Deadpool. Yeah, he had some other girl portraying her in the movies. Monica Bella, or whatever her name is.
So, here's another thing to look at. The NFL is going to milk this for publicity. I think they're using it in ads. I think I saw ads with this. I personally don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me to turn on a Kansas City game and they keep flashing her up into the camera, up into the box to show her. Excuse me. It doesn't bother me. I'm flustered.
Yeah, you're flustered on top of echoing.
So can you imagine, though, what Andy Reid thinks? He wants to win another Super Bowl. And he's got nothing but distraction right now. Distraction. I think I think it's Taylor Swift's plan to sabotage the Chiefs from within.
Wow.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think the breakup will happen sometime in the playoffs, and I think Travis Kelce will be a wreck. And
did you say erect?
He will be a wreck.
Oh, a wreck.
He will be a wreck.
Okay.
And will not perform up to par. And then when the song comes out about him, it will be terrible.
Oh, it won't be terrible. It'll probably be a number one hit.
The song will be great, but he will feel terrible.
Oh, he will feel terrible. Absolutely. I'm already writing lyrics for it.
I hope they're full of football cliches.
Yeah, I've already named it. Yeah, it's called Touchdown on My Tight End.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm writing it. I don't care. It's good for the NFL, really.
It really is.
I mean, if you look at some of the stuff that's happened, the amount of tickets being sold to Kansas City games, not to go see the Chiefs. Nobody wants to go see the Chiefs. Well, the fans do. The amount that are being sold for people lining up outside of the suite just to get a glimpse of T-Swizzle.
How many people, fans at home now have, people that never watched football with them now watching football because, oh, look, T-Swizzle's there. Taylor's there.
Yeah, so I'm going right now to check and see what is the current number one jersey for the NFL.
I wonder what that is.
Well, no, you'd be wrong. Well, it's not even in the top. Not even in the top 10. Number one is Jalen Hurts from the Eagles.
Oh wow! Cool.
Yeah, not even in there. But uh-oh.
What?
I spoke too soon. So let me just read this. Top selling NFL jerseys. They're selling fast. Mm-hmm. Free agency moves, stuff like that. So I'm at number 10. This article was wrote on the 27th of September, so less than a week ago. Travis Kelce is currently, as of a week ago, number 8.
Right. He's on the rise.
Oh, yeah. It'll be, I'm sure it'll keep going. Here we go.
Taylor gets a cut of every jersey sale, by the way.
Oh, probably.
As smart as she is.
So just during week 3's Chiefs game, where she made an appearance, jersey sales spiked. I want you to listen to this number. By 400%.
Yeah, Wes just pointed that out a minute ago in the chat. 400%. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not by football fans. These are T-Swizzle fans.
You're probably right.
Some of them may be football fans. Some of them may be fans of other teams. But now they are bringing in the Chiefs. I hope the Chiefs lose every single one of their next games.
Like she would be a bad luck charm?
Sure.
I mean,
I'm saying this from the aspect of not being a Chiefs fan.
Well, that's horrible, man.
I'm sorry. I hope they lose. All of them.
His mother, I think, was at the last game, Kelsey's mother, and was in the box with Taylor. I mean, we're already meeting the parents.
Right.
Marriage is not is not on the horizon. That doesn't happen.
No.
Because a married Taylor Swift is not marketable.
No. But a divorced. That's a whole nother album.
A divorced and scorned Taylor Swift.
Yeah. But whatever. It's good for the NFL. I'm tired of seeing it.
You know who else wrote like a whole album about marriage and listless divorce and things like that. Acclaimed album, Usher. Just so you know.
Yeah, you know who wrote one about being trapped in a closet?
Who?
R. Kelly.
Trapped in a closet.
Look it up.
A whole album?
Look it up. Look, I want you to Google when we're done with this. Trapped in a Closet by R. Kelly.
I don't know my R. Kelly.
Oh, do it. Just do it.
But he's in prison now, right?
Probably. Kathy says the number one best-selling jersey, Deion Sanders. Yeah, maybe in college football.
Well, he was a big deal back when he played baseball, football.
Oh yeah, but of all time, I'm pretty sure that Tom Brady's probably sold a heck of a lot more than Deion.
You think?
Oh yeah.
You may have to look that up.
I'm going to do it right now.
Now, Deion is learning that college football is not as easy as he thought it was.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks in a row they've lost badly.
Yep.
And they need to shore up that offensive line.
Yeah. I've watched every game that they've done so far, and the last two. So not this last game, the one from this past Saturday, it was decent. They almost made the comeback, but the week before, Slaughterville.
Yeah,
Slaughterville.
I was not expecting that, but
yeah. Unreal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, from what I'm looking at, the full top 50 bestsellers in NFL player merchandise, number one's Tom Brady.
Number one.
But it doesn't give me a year. That may be like 2023. I'm trying to find all time. I don't want top selling. I want all time. I mean, Kathy may be right.
Well, no, and she says she was joking, but
no. Shoot.
Because this is interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Because Deion was huge.
He was. Falcons, 49ers, Cowboys.
Right. I mean, he won at least 2 Super Bowls, right?
Oh, at least. He may have 4.
So, and he's one of the few. I mean, I don't know if Bo Jackson did this, but he played a football game in the afternoon and a baseball game at night during the playoffs. I remember that. They flew him in a helicopter. Remember that?
Yeah, it was Atlanta. Wasn't it? Was he playing for Atlanta?
Playing for the Falcons and had to go to Cincinnati, maybe?
That may have been what it was. Deion Sanders won 2 Super Bowl titles and made a World Series appearance in 1992, making him the only athlete to play in both a Super Bowl and a World Series.
That's amazing.
It's pretty good.
But and for all his credit, I still think Bo Jackson might have been a little bit better at this 2-sport thing.
Sure.
Maybe.
I think so.
I mean, they're different baseball players, obviously. They're different football players, obviously. So it's hard to compare.
Yeah. Completely. I gotta get back to the chat. What are they saying? Kelsey's merchandise sales went up 400%. Yes, we got that. It's because I'm not caught up. Mahomes has to be in the top 2 or 3 of jersey sales currently. Nah, I don't think he is, but he may be. Got to remember that Deion blew up that roster and brought in tons of transfers. In a couple of years of building and recruiting, they're going to be far better. I 100% agree.
Well, I thought they were going to be far better today because the first 2 games were just so fantastic for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought these transfers were all blue chippers or something. 5-star athletes.
Yeah, exactly. Kathy, you make a statement that he was just your favorite Dallas player back in the day. Mine too. Second best, third. 4th. He was probably my 5th or 6th favorite from back in the day, but for obvious reasons.
Obvious?
Yeah, you should know. Okay, I'll tell you when we're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be pretty obvious. Striper, Michael Sweet has launched a melodic rock project. which he is calling Soul Driver. They have announced the upcoming debut album from Soul Driver, a collaboration between two extremely talented and prolific songwriters, musicians, and producers. Michael Sweet from Stryper, Boston, Iconic, Sweet and Lynch. And, all right, this is going to take a minute. Alessandro Del Vecchio from Hardline, Edge of Forever, and Jorn. The first single from the album, Rise Again, is out now with the accompanied music video. I'm going to have to leave that up and go watch it as well, or at least listen to the song. Does Michael Sweet slow down?
He is so busy all the time. It's amazing. It really, he's very prolific.
He never seems to stop, to slow down. So did I, Wes. And then I did the same thing with In God We Trust. Over and over and over.
The cassette and wearing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 8-track wore it out.
I found a list I wanted to tell you. I thought this was interesting. 10 bands that only write songs about one specific thing. Okay?
Okay, this will be interesting.
Well, one of them being Cannibal Corpse.
Mm-hmm.
What they write about would be gore.
Right.
This is from Loudwire. Rage Against the Machine. Social Justice.
Right.
What they write about. Misfits. They write about horror, according to this. And then a couple bands I don't even know. One of them writes about Vikings. I don't know how many records you could put out about Vikings, but
Look at the chat.
Well, he is really pushing it.
Yeah.
But here's where I want to get with this list. Steel Panther is on this list. You know what they write about?
I can guess one word.
Debauchery.
Oh, okay. Not the word I was thinking of, but we'll go with that.
That's what they. So I just got a kick out of that because all these other bands in here are all hardcore metal bands, and then they throw Steel Panther in there for fun, I guess.
As they should.
But right after that is Sabaton, who writes about epic World War I battles.
Right.
So, 8-minute songs about World War I battles.
I can only handle one, and it's from Iron Maiden.
Right.
Hey, I wonder if Wes will say the same thing in a couple weeks.
I really hope not, because in a couple of weeks, Wes, I want you to tune in specifically the 18th of October, because we are having a very special guest. We are having Rick Emmett of Triumph on this podcast, unless something happens. But
I guess we're announcing it now.
Right. Something is, it's been confirmed. The 18th, Rick Emmett will be on this podcast talking about his new book, Lay It on the Line. So, Wes, suck it up and watch the damn show.
Yeah.
And hope that I don't echo.
Oh, we're gonna work on that between now and then.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. And I'm done with music news because I'm going to go off on a tangent real quick. Not really a tangent, but
Oh, good.
Did everybody watch Saved by the Bell back in the day?
I did.
Did you know that Tiffany Amber Thiessen is now cooking?
I did. She cooks all the time on Instagram.
I would like to eat her meals.
She cooks a lot of meals on Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, she's got a book. This is her second cookbook that's coming out. She's on a book tour. And I did get in contact with her talent agency.
I was going to say, we need her on.
Yeah, I got in contact with them. And they even contacted me back and said that they would pass that along, and we'll see what happens. But I haven't heard back yet, so that's not a good sign.
No, I think it's one of those things where we just need to reach back out again and be like, hey, we read liners to albums, but it's still reading.
Well, reach back out and say, hey, we like an answer.
Right. Don't just leave us hanging. We want to be saved. by the bell pepper. No? I thought it was funny.
How long did it take you to think of that?
33 seconds. That's it. Public service announcement.
Too long.
It was not. Public service announcement. When you go to the store, make sure you're getting what you need to get for your family. Don't not get the milk when you need the milk.
No, you got to get the necessities, the essentials.
Get the bread if you need bread. Get what you need. If your kids want cheese, get them cheese. Get the necessities. Get what you need. I went to Walmart the other day. I'm throwing them under the bus because it was their store. Okay. I don't like going there.
There's a lot of people that don't.
Yeah. This disturbed me. I'm going to pull this up in a second. I know you're not going to be able to see it if you're listening to this, but don't worry. I'm going to put it up on our Instagram. So make sure you go and look at it. But for those that are actually watching this live or afterwards, this is the kind of ridiculousness that we sometimes have to see. And I'm still disturbed. I want you to think of the words, choices were made. Okay? Choices were freaking made. How are you doing this? How is this okay?
So this is a picture of the liquor aisle at Walmart, right? And this is what the vodka section specifically?
Yeah.
So there are three bottles of vodka. In between them, someone placed their dog biscuits and took a bottle of vodka.
Poor dog.
So someone walked by, stopped, and said, I can't afford all these things in my cart, and I need a bottle of vodka.
I've got to put back my freaking dog biscuits.
I got to put back the dog biscuits.
So I can get drunk. Ridiculous.
But what if there was only one thing for the dog that this person could afford, and it was the vodka?
I want to know what flavor he got then. Poor dog.
You sent that to me over the weekend. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I had to share it because you don't do that. Screwed out. Yeah, Wes, you said it right. Poor Fido, screwed by the wino. Exactly.
Did you read his comment earlier, just a few seconds ago?
Which one? Hence the reason. Oh, what, that one?
No, that he will listen to Triumph every day of his life going forward if we land Tiffany Amber theses.
Challenge accepted.
Like I said, I made a phone call to LA to the talent agency and got a very nice receptionist who sent me back, actually gave me her email so that I can make the pitch to the talent agent.
Right.
That person emailed me back in less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Said, hey, we'll pass this along to the person that schedules these things. And I'm like, cool. Usually when that happens, I know with one of the guys we deal with, if he passes it on, it's go.
Yeah, as long as you spell stuff correctly.
You have to spell things correctly, and I will apologize.
All I'm going to say about that.
Personally, in 2 weeks, about this.
Whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and that's what we do. We reach out. You have to reach out to things like to people to try to get guests. And we like to bring you guests. And hopefully they don't echo.
I'm done talking.
You have to say at least one more thing so it can echo one last time.
All right. Our sponsors, Bad Company Barbecue and Music and More Records.
Are you trying to burp at the same time you're doing this?
No, I'm just upset.
Don't be upset. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Man, so angry and echoey.